Okay, and we're rolling. So, in our last interview, we left off talking about how the songs on your album, Lava in Their Soul, were written over a period of 30 years
or more.
or more. Um, and so I wanted to pick up where we left off and ask you that same question. Why do you feel like it's important now to pick up where you left off?
I never left off. I've always been, I continued on doing it. It's not like I stopped and took a vacation or, you know, um, a break. I always did it. Even when I was busy working other jobs and just trying to make a living and support my family, I still continued to try and be diligent about writing songs and be serious about being creative and utilizing that whole creative energy and spirit. And, you know, and being serious about it.
So let's rewind to um, 30 some years ago um, when we were living in Waimanalo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably when some of the earliest songs on this album were written.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what was happening in your life, in your surroundings, um, politically, culturally, whatever, at that time, and some of the things that were influencing you as a songwriter.
Well, I mean, things were changing, throughout the 80s, and um, the whole sovereignty issue was becoming much more out in the public, and it was also a time when I started to educate myself to learn more about not only our family and who we were and who we came from, but about all things Hawaiian. When I started to learn how to speak Hawaiian, so I could research and read the things that are written by Hawaiians in Hawaiian, and get a Hawaiian perspective on history and everything else, um, from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Instead of reading the history from the conquerors or the settlers, and this is where I started to educate myself and enlighten myself, and in learning a lot of what happened in our past, I just was compelled to respond, and that's pretty much what I do. I respond to the things that are happening around me, and so I tend to look myself as a responsive or a responsible artist, and not just music, but in my art.